children, how are you all? Hope you are all doing good. This is M. Vijay Bhaskar, your English teacher from Gonegandla village of Kurnool district. Today I am here to present you an interesting story from the 6th class supplementary reader, The Pact with the Sun. And the name of the story is also The Pact with the Sun. This is an emotional drama of a little girl, Saida, and her sick mother. In order to get good health to her mother, Saida made a pact with the sun. Do you like to know what was the pact and how the sun reacted to the pact with Saida? To know more about this, let us jump into the story. Before that, take a look at the overview of the lesson.
Overview of the lesson. Before you read into activity, reading segment, question and answers. The learning objectives of the lesson. By the end of this lesson, the students are able to explain the importance of sunlight and fresh air to be healthy. State the importance of following the advice of the physicians to be healthy. Recognize the importance of sunlight and fresh air for keeping good health. Describe their own formula for keeping good health. Express their opinions when would they make a pact with the sun. Express the significance of sunlight and fresh air for keeping good health. Let us start the lesson. About the author. Zakir Hussain Khan was born on 8th February 1897. He was an Indian educationalist and politician who served as the third President of India from 13th May 1967 until his death on 3rd May 1969. Let's know some key points of the story. Saida's mother has not received proper medical treatment for her complaints. She is denied healthy food, sunshine, and fresh air. At last, she consults a good physician who gives her effective medicine and sound advice. Let us continue reading. Saida's mother had been ailing for a long time, fever, cough, body ache, painful joints and whatnot. Treated by a variety of physicians for weeks, she often showed signs of improvement but soon relapsed into her old sick self, one complaint substituted by another. Let us continue reading. Though weak and colorless, she was forbidden normal food and was under strict orders to remain perpetually confined to her small, dingy room with doors and windows fastened, deprived of sunshine and fresh air. When she became critical, her relatives and neighbors persuaded her to consult a specialist even though his fee was likely to be high. Life is more precious than money, they said. Saida's mother was poor, but she heeded their advice and sold a few trinkets to pay the doctor's fee and cost of medicine. Let's continue reading. The doctor came in a few days and examined her and prescribed effective but costly medicine. To the question as to what she should eat, he said, "Anything you wish to eat, chapati, vegetables, milk, fruits, etc." Let us continue reading. In addition to all this, he added emphatically, "Leave this dark hovel and occupy a bigger room with doors and windows open. Sit in the sun every morning from 8 to 9, sunshine and fresh air," he concluded, "are more important than medicine." Let us continue reading. The doctor and his advice became a subject of noisy commentary among all present. Some favored, while others opposed it. Exposure to sun and air for someone afflicted with chronic cough was dangerous, an experienced lady declared. Let's continue reading. A younger neighbor nearly quarreled with her over this. Too exhausted to participate in the debate, Saida's mother remained quiet but determined to follow the doctor's advice. "Forget the consequences," she said at last. "I'll carry out his instructions to the letter. Move my bed into the next room and let me sit in the sun on my charpoy for an hour daily." Let us continue reading. The sky remains overcast with clouds for a few days. Saida makes a special request to the sun rays to help her mother get well. The sun rays keep their word, come down in large numbers and give new life to Saida's mother. Let us continue reading. It so happened that the sky remained overcast next morning. The same was the case the following day. Saida's mother was dejected. She muttered, "O Lord of mine, why have you ordered the sun to remain hidden? How will I ever be cured?" Let us continue reading. Saida was playing with her doll nearby, and she heard her mother's lament but kept calm. Later in the afternoon, when she stumbled on a spot of pale sunshine in the courtyard, she ran to her mother to say the sun was there. "No, no," said everybody present. "It's too late and chilly. Your mother can't sit out there." Disheartened, Saida returned to her doll. There was no sun really, except for its last remnant entangled in the top branches of the family mango tree. Let us continue reading. Now, children have at their command a secret language foreign to grown-ups altogether, in which they fluently communicate with trees, flowers, animals, the sun and the moon, perhaps even with the Almighty. Using that special language, Saida addressed her remarked to the last departing ray of the sun, "Dearest sister, do come tomorrow with lots of warmth and brightness. You see, my mother is ill and needs your help." Let us continue reading. "Surely," answered the lion, "don't look unhappy. We'll be here at the fixed hour." Let's continue reading. Next day, early in the morning, when the sprightly sun rays embellished themselves for their journey down to earth, the sun said, "It's our day off again. We are staying up here. The road to earth is blocked by an army of thick, musky clouds." Let's continue reading. The little rays so much wanted to go down for a lark, but they remained quiet. One of them, though, who had made a pact with little Saida, said, "Sir, I can't stay back. I've given my word to Saida, whose mother is ill and needs our help. I'll pace through the clouds to reach Saida's courtyard. How else will her mother be cured?" Let's continue reading. Hearing this, all the race nearly staged a revolt against their father, the sun. "Fancy staying back again," they said in a single voice. "What will the people of the earth say about us? That we of the heavens have turned liars?" Let's continue reading. The sun relented. "Please yourselves," he said. "Mind your clothes though. The clouds are mucky." Let's continue reading. "Never mind our clothes. We can always change. But go we must." And the race rushed towards the earth. The clouds stood guard between them and Saida's courtyard. The little rays focused on their heat, and they had enough of it. On a battalion of clouds which had to flee from its post, the race gasped through, shooting past the bewildered clouds. They were already late. Let's continue reading. Saida saw the whole host of them approaching, and her heart leapt with joy. She shouted, "Amma! Amma! The sun is here! Come out!" The old lady's eyes welled up with tears of gratitude. Her charpai was placed in the courtyard, and she sat on it for an hour, reclining against bolsters. Let us continue reading. It had been months since she had felt the sun on her hands and face and breathed in fresh air. She thought she was in a new world. Though pale, her face glowed and her eyes shone bright. She saw her child too bathed in sunlight and kissed her. The morning air brought in a new fragrance from nearby flowers. The birds chanted a new tune. Saida's mother felt better already. Let us continue reading. She is fully recovered now, but she still follows the doctor's advice. An hour of sunlight and a lungful of fresh air every day. Children, let's read the summary of the story. Summary of the lesson. It is a story about a girl, Saida, who has a mother. Her mother is very ill and suffers from fever, cough, body pain, and joint pain, and more. As people suggest her to consult a specialist, they agree despite being poor. She sells off her ornaments to meet the expenses. He asks her to get fresh air and sunlight. Thus, he asks her to move into a bigger room which gets the most sunlight. He advises her to sit in the sunlight for 1 hour every day. However, the next few days remain cloudy and there is no sign of sun. She starts to lament and Saida complains to God. Saida sees a spot of pale sunshine in the afternoon. She starts requesting the departing rays to come the next day and bring enough warmth and brightness. Let us continue reading. Finally, the rays answer her prayer as her ailing mother needs their help. The rays plan to come out the next day as promised to Saida, but the sun tells them that it is their day off again as the clouds have blocked the road to the earth. The ray which promised Saida tells the sun that it cannot stay back and it will pace through the clouds to reach her courtyard. So the rays revolt against the sun to keep their word. Finally, they reach the earth and her mother is able to bask in the sun and breathe fresh air. This makes her pale face glow, and as the doctor's advice worked, she recovered fully. Children, now let's know the meanings of some keywords of the lesson. Ailing, in poor health. Ailing, in poor health. Children, repeat after me. Ailing, in poor health. Ailing, in poor health. Let's move to the next keyword. Trinket, a small ornament. Trinket, a small ornament. Children, repeat after me. Trinket, a small ornament. Trinket, a small ornament. Let's move to the next keyword. Lament, a passionate expression of grief or sorrow. Lament, a passionate expression of grief or sorrow. Children, repeat after me. Lament, a passionate expression of grief or sorrow. Lament, a passionate expression of grief or sorrow. Let's move to the next keyword. Mucky, covered with dirt. Mucky, covered with dirt. Children, repeat after me. Mucky, covered with dirt. Mucky, covered with dirt. Children, now answer some questions from the lesson. Answer these questions. Saida's mother was denied A. Water, B. Clouds, C. Sunshine. You are right. The correct answer is C. Sunshine. Let us move to the next question. Saida's mother had been ailing for a long time. A. Fever, B. Cough, C. Body ache, D. All these. You are right. The correct answer is D. All these. Let us move to the next question. Saida's mother advised to sit in the sun for A. Half an hour, B. An hour, C. Whole day. You are right. The correct answer is B. An hour. Let's move to the next question. The specialist prescribed A. Cheap and effective medicine, B. Costly and effective medicine, C. Herbal treatment. You are right. The correct answer is B. Costly and effective medicine. Let us move to the next question. Saida told the sun rays A. To visit her, B. To visit her mother, C. To visit her mother with lot of warmth. You are right. The correct answer is C. To visit her mother with lot of warmth. Let us move to the next question. The pact with the sun can be made A. When we are sleeping, B. When we are in dark room, C. When we are playing outside. You are right. The correct answer is C. When we are playing outside. Children, let us take up a small task. The pact with the sun. When would you make a pact with the sun? When you are going on a picnic, or when you are playing a cricket match. Think of other occasions. Discuss with your friends. Thank you, children, for your active participation. Hope you all enjoyed this video. If possible, meet you all in another video. Till then, take good care of yourself. Thank you. Bye.